What do you remember most about playing for Steve Spurrier?
Man, how long do we have? Obviously I thought he was really good to me. I was looking for a chance to go someplace and kind of learn about offensive football, and had to give up my scholarship at the University of Kansas. And he didn't have any scholarships left, but he told me I could come down there and certainly compete for playing time, and do some things on the sideline, signaling plays and things like that. And he told me that if I ever earned, got up to third string on the depth chart, he'd give me a scholarship, which he did. Showed me some video of Danny Werfel. I watched Danny throw, and I was like, I could beat this guy out. Little did I know that Danny would go on to have such a great career, but I hold him in very high regard. He was great to me. It'd be fun to compete with him and against him on Saturday night.
Brian, you've done a ton of your career. You've done a lot in the NFL. Is there a small part of you though that would like to, to show your, mentor like that hey, I've arrived, so to speak, and then it can be successful? Well,
obviously I'd love to win the game for the team.
Sure.
He's the most competitive person I think I've ever met. I'm my Coach Spurrier. Doesn't matter what we've played, whether it's, golf or just different things that we've played over the years, when I was in school, and he'd always take the quarterbacks out. So it would certainly be special to beat him. He's just a good man. He called me, probably right during the summer break, and called me out of the blue, and he had just seen the special on my dad, A Football Life, and just was saying, hey, I was just thinking about you and wanted to say hello. So, it's kind of what, you hope the players one day will think about myself or think about Coach Rick. Just that simple phone call from Coach Spurrier. I was driving down the highway, didn't recognize the number, answered it, and it was Coach, and it meant the world to me. So I look forward to seeing him and then hopefully beating him.
You ever beat him in golf?
No, no. He was really, like I said, very competitive. I came close a couple times, but he always found a way to pressure me probably and find a way to beat me.
Did he ask you how your quarterbacks are doing at that stage?
No, he did not. But I think I was probably the best player of the quarterbacks. No, it was all personal information, just fun to catch up.
What's clearly defenses are crowding the line of scrimmage now. They're Nick Chubb, Sony Michel are attracting a lot of attention. Can you guys air it out vertically, or can you beat that running the football? You know what I'm saying?
No. Obviously, we're a little, obviously we should have thrown the ball better than we did against Vandy. Give them some credit. They did some good stuff against us. We know we have to be balanced. We know there's going to be times that certainly we got to be able to push the ball down the field. Sometimes it's, based on what the defense does, that kind of drives that. One thing though, when people load the box, I think you saw the power play that we hit to Nick. When they load the box, if they miss a tackle or they don't spot it up right, it's got a chance to be, big plays and explosives. But we didn't get off to a real good start throwing the ball. Missed some throws. I had a drop or two here or there, a couple calls I'd like to have back, I think. Again, we know as we get going through the season, we're going to have to be able to be real balanced. And we've had a good week of practice this week, both running and throwing. And but I'm very confident that the passing game will get going.
Is Grayson the kind of guy who dwells on mistakes, or can he kind of flush things and move forward whenever, like when y'all start practice this week, or he was still kind of thinking about some of the things that went wrong against Vanderbilt?
No, I think he's played enough football that he's able to kind of push it behind him. He's a little bit of a perfectionist. So again, on game sometimes, hey, it's okay, move on to the next one. I thought he finished really strong. He made some good throws late in the game. He hit Isaiah McKenzie on a seam, was really tight coverage. But again, the thing, not making excuses. He's still working on some timing stuff with some of these guys, and again, I think we'll see it just kind of get better as we go. And we think it was just kind of a, one of those days. This wasn't our best day throwing it, but certainly not what we think is the standard.
Plan for Bryce to get in like we've seen the first couple of games in the first half still, or is his participation ramped up because Lambert was less than perfect?
No, again, I think obviously what we've said from all along is that Grayson's a starter. We might play the other two guys some. Bryce has obviously gotten in. Again, there's not a set number of plays that we're trying to get for either guy. The two games, obviously, we lost the whole quarter almost against Louisiana at Monroe. Last game was kind of the one that we had the lead late, kind of took the air out of the ball a little bit, to be honest with you. Had some tough field position, but again, all the guys are getting reps. Again, Bryce you know, his number of reps is kind of dependent on how the game goes. But Grayson starts, and all those guys, including Fatone, need to be ready to go.